Hello everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and today we have my last book haul of 2023. I made a promise to myself. I am not going to buy any more books in 2023, so this should be the last haul of the year, and that's okay. Except for the books I'll get at Christmas, but I'll haul those in January. always a way to work around getting books. Okay, let's just jump right in. I'm going to start with some books that I got at a Friends of the Library book sale, because why not? I have already mentioned these in one of my vlogs, but I'll give you a little bit more about them. This is the first. This is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. I think that this is like a modern day classic almost. This one says, the international literary sensation about a boy's magical journey through the secrets and shadows of post-war Barcelona in search of a mysterious author whose book has proved as dangerous to own as it is impossible to forget. I love a book about books, and this sounds like this book is one that people want, and I want to read about it. So I'm excited to have this one, and like picked it up for $2, so why not? Another one from the book sale is Paradise by Toni Morrison. I believe this is the third in her Beloved series. Maybe I'm completely making that up. I just thought like the Beloved series all had one name titles, and so I thought Paradise was one of them, but I think I'm lying. So this one says, rumors had been whispered for more than a year. Outrages that had been accumulated all along took shape as evidence. A mother was knocked down the stairs by her cold-eyed daughter. 4 damaged infants were born in one family. Daughters refused to get out of bed. Brides disappeared on their honeymoons. 2 brothers shot each other on New Year's Day. Trips to Denby for VD shots common. And that went on at the oven these days was not... And what went on at the oven these days was not to be believed. The proof they had been collecting since the terrible discovery in the spring could not be denied. The one thing that connected all these catastrophes was in the convent. And in the convent were those women. I don't know. I have read 2 books by Toni Morrison so far in my reading career. I've read Beloved and really liked that one, and then I read The Bluest Eye, and that one wasn't my favorite. So I guess I kind of got this as like a tiebreaker to see if Toni Morrison is for me or not. Then for a steal, I got Our Missing Hearts by Celeste Ng. This is going to be the 3rd Celeste Ng I've read, and I think her 3rd book ever. I read Everything You Never Told Me, Everything I Never Told You, and Little Fires Everywhere, and I really loved Little Fires Everywhere. Everything I Never Told You was okay. I think it was like middle of the road, but this one I've heard is a little bit different than Little Fires Everywhere. It's a suspenseful and heart-rending novel about the unbreakable love between a mother and child in a society consumed by fear. Well, I'm a mother and I have children, and I like to read about that. I'm actually going to be reading this fairly early on in 2024, or maybe even started at the end of 2023, because I'm reading it for my friend's book club for our January meeting, which meets the first Monday of the month. So I gotta get working on this one, and I'm excited to own a copy. I got a Louise Penny book. I'm just trying to accumulate all of these. This is A Better Man. What book in the series is this? Oh, I just love these end pages. Smacked myself in the face. I love these end pages in the newer hardbacks. They are like beautiful watercolors, and I love that. This looks like it is number 15, and it was the random one I didn't have in like a stretch of 13 to 18 or whatever. So I'm so lucky that actually my parents found this one for me at the library book sale earlier in the day before I went, if that makes sense, because I had to have them go scout it out before I could actually make it to the book sale. If you don't know about these, they follow the Chief Inspector Armand Gamache, who is a murder mystery inspector who solves mysteries in Quebec, Canada. And for some reason, this teeny small town in Quebec named 3 Pines has a lot of murders, and Armand Gamache goes there a lot to solve these murders and then makes friends with the people in the town. So it's sweet. I call it a cozy mystery, although it's not cozy in the way that most people classify it. It's not like a food mystery or like a feel-good mystery, but it's cozy in that it's in this small town, usually a lot in the winter, and that feels like cozy up with a book by a fireplace for me. So yay. Glad I can add that to my Louise Penny collection. And then the last one I got at the library book sale was this nonfiction, Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. The, not tagline, what's this word? Subtitle? Is that what it's called? Indigenous Wisdom, Scientific Knowledge, and the Teachings of Plants. I've heard that this is just beautiful and makes you have a better understanding of the world and the land that we live on. I'll give it a try. I'm hopefully going to read more nonfiction in the new year, and so this could be one of those nonfiction choices. Okay, moving on to some spur of the moment splurges that I got one day because they were available at Target, and one of them was very new and has the special sprayed edges, and you guessed it, I bought Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I couldn't not. I just like, I knew I wanted to try Fourth Wing, and then they were both there, and I was like, I just want to. I want to be a booktube stan and read these and hopefully love them. I'm actually going to read this one, Fourth Wing, in December. Should be reading it ASAP because it needs to get done. So anyway, this is like a mix between Harry Potter and Divergent and Hunger Games, and I am excited. I've heard that this series by Rebecca Yarros is really good for people who aren't necessarily huge fantasy readers but want to read fantasy, and I am one of those people. I have read some fantasy, but not a lot, and so I want to dabble a bit more, and this could be a good entry point for me. I also just read a book by Rebecca Yarros, In the Likely Event, which I did haul recently, so quick haul, In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros, a romance surrounding a plane crash and two people who fell in love during that plane crash. Okay, I read that book and I really liked the writing and the characters, and so I hope that she can do it in her fantasy, and I believe she can because this is going to be on people's favorites of the year. For sure. Who knows? Maybe it could still make it in my favorites of 2023. But I got these two. Couldn't help myself. The next three were also spur of the moment. I spent Thanksgiving with my sister, and on Friday morning, Black Friday, I said to my sister, I don't really want to go shopping, but I do want to go to Barnes & Noble. She's like, yeah, let's go to Barnes & Noble. So my sister, my husband, and I took our 3 kids to Barnes & Noble, and we let them play in the kids area and read books, and I found some books on the buy one get one 50% off table. My husband also got a book, some nonfiction book about Vikings, and he's really liking it so far. So then I got to get 3. So the first one I just had to have was The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry by Gabrielle Zevin. I absolutely loved Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, and I want to see if she could be one of my favorite authors. I have A.J. Fikry now on my TBR, and I also have Young Jane Young, and so I would love to get to both of these hopefully next year and decide if Gabrielle Zevin is a favorite author. This one, I believe, is about a bookstore owner who lives on his own, and then a mysterious package appears at his store, and A.J. Fikry goes on an unexpected journey. That's that. I've heard that it's a tearjerker, and I actually saw a couple of larger booktubers read this pretty recently, even though it's a semi-older book. 2014. Then I got The Violin Conspiracy by Brendan Slocum. This is a mystery surrounding a missing violin. And if you don't know my family, we are big music people, and I just thought that this sounded cool, right up my alley, mixing my book and music loves. So in this one, Ray McMillan has a gift and a dream. He's determined to become a world-class professional violinist, and nothing will stand in his way. Not his mother, who wants him to stop making such a racket, not the fact that he can't afford a violin suitable to his talents, not even the racism and prejudice inherent in the often rarefied world of classical music. When Ray discovers that his beat-up family fiddle is actually a priceless Stradivarius, all his dreams suddenly seem within reach. Together, Ray and his violin take the world by storm, but on the eve of the renowned and cutthroat Tchaikovsky competition, the Olympics of classical music, the violin is stolen, a ransom note for $5 million left in its place. I've heard it's phenomenal, and I can't wait to give it a try. And then the last one I got at Barnes & Noble on Black Friday is another one I gave into the hype. Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. This sounds like the perfect cozy fantasy. Another way that I could get into fantasy a little bit. So I think that this is about an orc. Is that? Yeah, a battle-weary orc named Viv who wants to be done with fighting and decides to open a coffee shop in a land that has never had coffee. So sounds nice. I like a warm drink and cozying up. Okay, and the last set, oh, what's this one? Oh, okay. Not the last set of books, but a set of books are my book of the month books. So let's see, in November, I got This Spells Love. This is a romance. I've just been in a romance kick lately, and so I wanted to try this one. This one sounds like it's a mix between 50 First Dates and something else. Or no, it said if you like 50 First Dates, you might like this. And I loved 50 First Dates. Am I thinking of the right book? I hope so. A young woman tries to heal her heartbreak by casting a spell to erase her ex from her past, but wakes up in an alternate reality in which she's lost more than she wished for. In this witty, whimsical Friends to Lovers debut. I'm here for it. I like Friends to Lovers mostly. So excited to give this one a chance. And then in my December box, I ended up getting 2 books. The actual December pick was A Winter in New York by Josie Silver. Josie Silver, I wasn't the biggest fan of One Day in December, but I'm willing to give it a shot for this cozy, fun romance set in New York. It sounds like this woman is vacationing in New York and she stumbles upon a gelato shop, goes into the shop, and the shop owner says that their gelato recipe is missing. Well, it's only in the brain of his grandmother who is in a coma right now or something like that. And she is like, wait, this tastes like my grandpa's gelato or something like that. One of her grandparents' gelato. And so then she works with this guy to find the gelato recipe and figure out why they both have the same gelato recipe and how their grandparents' lives were intertwined. Cute. Sounds cute. I like dual timeline. I'm not sure if it's dual timeline, but they're figuring out what happened in the past, and I like that. A young chef stumbles upon a secret family recipe that might lead her to the love and life she's been looking for. The little taglines that Book of the Month puts at the top of their inside covers are funny. Okay, so yeah, like I said, romance kick. And then I had to get the newest Ali Hazelwood in Book of the Month form because I have all of her other books in Book of the Month form, except for Love Theoretically, I realized, and I'm a little bummed about that. So maybe that'll be an add-on in the future. Anyway, this is Ali Hazelwood's debut into young adult fiction, and it is a romance between a boy and a girl who fall in love over a chess game or chess tournament or something, and I'm here for it. I loved The Queen's Gambit when that came out, and I love a game and I love a romance, so excited to have this one on my shelves. Okay, then now this is the last book I bought in December. Literally bought it yesterday when I was on a Sam's Club run for church, and I saw it and it was $11, and I was like, I want to be a hockey romance girly. So I got Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, and this is a story, I believe, about a figure skater and her partner can't dance or skate with her anymore, and so she enlists a hockey player to do so. Why not? I'm gonna try it. Like I said, romance girly right now. I just love all things romance, and it's getting me through books, so why not? Let's see, can I even lift this stack for you? It's a little iffy. Wow, there's a lot of hardcovers in this bunch. Got some good deals at the library book sale on hardcovers. Woo! The only ones I actually paid full price for, technically, were the Fourth Flame and Iron Flame. I just bent a cover. Okay, I can do this. Got it. Got it, Becca. Got it. For the thumbnail. Just kidding. I don't show these spines for the thumbnail, but these are the books. How many are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 plus that one ebook, so 15 books I accumulated in 2 months. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Let me know if you've read any of these and what your thoughts were on them. If you think I will like them, if you think I won't like them, let me know. It'd be great to have some bookish conversation with you down below in the comments. Like this video on your way out, consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more bookish and bullet journaling content from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!